Please be seated. Deputy Chancellor, graduates, guests and members of the university community, good afternoon and welcome. I am Michelle Herlick, Executive Manager of Education Partnerships and Product Strategy. Graduations are one of the university's most important events. This year, the university will hold 48 ceremonies, both in Sydney and in Shanghai. I would like to introduce you to the official party who are here on stage. Seated at the centre of the stage is Dr. John Laker, AO, Deputy Chancellor of the university, who will preside over this ceremony. The Deputy Chancellor is joined today by Ms. Jackie Wise, Pro-Vice Chancellor Students, Mrs. Anna Curtis, who will deliver the occasional address, Professor Sarah Denise, Interim Dean of the UTS Business School, who will be presenting graduates. And the other people seated on the stage are Professor Lynn Sinclair, Chair of the Academic Board, professors, academics and professional staff from faculties and institutes who have played such a large part in the success of today's graduates. It now gives me great pleasure to invite Dr. John Laker, AO, Deputy Chancellor, to formally open proceedings.
In the name of the Council, I declare this congregation of the University of Technology, Sydney, duly assembled. On behalf of the University of Technology, Sydney, before we begin the proceedings, and on behalf of all those present, I would like to acknowledge and pay respect to the traditional owners of the land on which we meet, the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation. It is upon their ancestral lands that UTS stands. Similarly, I would like to pay respect to the elders both past and present, acknowledging them as the traditional custodians of knowledge for this place. In this graduation ceremony, we will celebrate the conferral of awards upon graduates from UTS Business School and the Faculty of Engineering and Information Technology. Today's ceremony marks a great achievement for the graduates and recognises the support which they have received from family and friends, and I'm delighted that so many of you are here today. We warmly welcome you, and together we celebrate the achievement of the graduates. I now invite Professor Sarah Denise, Interim Dean of UTS Business School, to present graduates.
Deputy Chancellor, I invite graduates in the UTS Business School and the Faculty of Engineering and Information Technology to stand. Deputy Chancellor, the UTS Council has resolved that candidates recommended to it by the faculty boards in Business and Engineering and Information Technology as eligible for awards have completed all requirements of a course of study approved by the boards and has conferred these awards upon them. Deputy Chancellor, I now present those graduates from the UTS Business School and the Faculty of Engineering and Information Technology who are here before you to acknowledge the awards for which they have qualified.
On behalf of the Council of the University of Technology, Sydney, I congratulate graduates on their achievements in obtaining the awards for which they have qualified.
Graduates, please be seated. Deputy Chancellor, We will now present to you our coursework graduates receiving awards today.
The following students have graduated with a Master of Finance, Master of Financial Planning, Lysander Rodrigues. Abhinav Sajish. Executive Master of Business Administration, Knox Tawakipulu. Master of Business Administration, Jennifer Diane Rosales Aguila. Michelle Emily Allen. Vani Ambadar. Michelle Arnold. Joy Kayalu Baitalu. Danielle Marie Battersby. Austin Matthew Beard. Gerald Chayat. Shreya Chandrasekhar. Daylene Joyce Colson. Sherry Gabrielle Finocchiaro. Christina May Ian Fu. Eric Gernon. Nathan David Noel Hodges. Ming Jiang Ho. Pratibha Jaisinghani. Dia Fanil Jariwala. Sergio Joshua. David Dittmar Culture. Manuv Dinesh Kanojia. Ria Mangesh Kasar. Sandra Kia. Sean Donald Kirk. Nutida Kunishi. Lisa Le. Kang Kyu Lee. Ronak Kumar Shekhar Madani. Jacqueline Farina Manik. Joylene Rutendo Manungo. Connor James Marsh. Ishita Menon. Jessica Nisser. Naomi Kemunto Nyandege. Ria Raju. Chanrantana Ref. Chaiwat Raksatum Jaroen. Matthew William Scott. Rakshita Suresh Shetty. Anjali Nagendra Singh. Sartak Singh. Nacha Siripin. Sanjana Srinath. Anirudra Bangaruswamy Srinivasan. Eugenia Kachenko. Wu Tui Chang Chan. Tan Huyen Chin. Marie-Eve Edwiga Valoni. Monica Verma. Gayani Pereira Wehera Godage. Emma Louisa Zuber. Graduate Diploma in Business Administration with credit, Master of Business Administration, Benjamin Edward Bray. Graduate Certificate in Business Administration, Master of Business Administration, Carolyn Elizabeth Adams. Shane Maxwell Baker. Nikhat Nafiza Bashir. Rebecca Marie Best. Cameron Karatsas. Christopher George Charles Dehard. Komali Konaru. Samantha Lightfoot. Amir Ali Miriam. Elizabeth Peachy. Shun Yue. Graduate Certificate in Business Consulting and Technology Implementation, Master of Business Administration, Shane Michael McFarlane. Master of Finance, Maitre Anupam. Aditya Ashish Badley. Hua Ning Chang. Xinran Ding. Thi Tan Ngan Nguyen. Vamsha Vardhan Reddy Palagiri Chiragari. Clayton Gerald Rasmussen. Novita Sari. Rohan Siva. Tianqi Zheng. Xiao Yuan Zhu. Master of Finance with studies undertaken at the SHU UTS SILC Business School, which was co-founded by Shanghai University and University of Technology, Sydney in 1994, Miao Cai. Bachelor of Economics, Master of Finance, Patrick Kossenberg. Graduate Certificate in Finance, Master of Finance, Matthew Ernest Curtis. Mei Xu. Master of Finance in Banking, Shu Yi Luo. Master of Financial Analysis, Jia Xuan Fan. Jia Shi Liu. Wan Ying Zhang. Master of Finance in Investment Management, Master of Property Development, Yuan Shao. Graduate Certificate in Financial Planning, Master of Financial Planning, Geraldine Koo. Graduate Diploma in Business Administration, Jose Paulo Azarcon Monsayak. Graduate Certificate in Business Administration, Graduate Diploma in Business Administration, Sabrina Wormsley. Graduate Diploma in Finance, Yan Yi Liu. Graduate Diploma in Financial Planning, Nadia Marlena Achitelli. Bachelor of Business with Distinction, Bachelor of Creative Intelligence and Innovation, William Alastair Wicks. Bachelor of Business with Distinction, Lauren Carr. Jun Ye Chen. Andre Indicati Dal Piaz. Mira Inchaya. Jasmine Melly. Christian Nikolitsas. Yang Guo Qing. Ned Hudson Young. Bachelor of Business with Credit, Diploma in Innovation, Lani June Bresnahan. Alexandra Birrell Williams. Bachelor of Business with Credit, Kazi Adib Afnan. David Aya. Brianna Margaret Bailey. Tul Bayas Galan. Eftihia Evie Camelin. Wan Ming Cheng. Alice Margaret Hewitt Glasson. Ngok Bao Huyn. Taylor Rose Kennedy. Nga Ning Lai. Isabel Marie McDermott. Connor Flynn Miller McMullen. Nu Kui Ni Fan. Diego Pulido Posada. Priyashni Reddy. Prabhat Pranav Sharma. Tofan Sripenyapakun. Sky Brianna Sutherland. Kane Tam. Andrew Tung. Yi Kang Tung. Phil Thunder Thin. Alvarek Dodiek Tassan Watono. Katarina Louisa Whitesmith. Lawrence Werenke. Emma Lauren Yallop. Meyogan Trixie Yo. Joshua Dong Wan Yun. Bachelor of Business, Diploma in Innovation, Jennifer Lee. Bachelor of Business, Norfal Ahmed. Toby James Orca. Mohib Ali Boot. Margarita Faitua. Nicholas Hodge. Owen Jack Hoffman. Bu Chao Hua. Saif Eldain Husseini. Christian Jurich. Seixia Louisa Meyer. Matthew Monte McCullough. Alexander James Munro. Keith Shembry. Elisa Sklias. Catherine Ahn Chan. Xu Zhao Yang. Akira Yoshiyuki. Kiara Zara Fetus. Bachelor of Business Administration, Andrew John Hegedus. Bachelor of Management with Credit, Anastasios Thomas Vasilopoulos. From the Faculty of Engineering and Information Technology, Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Civil Engineering with Second Class Honours Division 1, Max Francis Rees. From UTS Business School, Master of Business Administration, Yash Mahendra Yadav. Master of Finance, In Nuo Wang.
Deputy Chancellor, this concludes the presentation of graduates.
Ladies and gentlemen, parents and friends of our graduates. We've seen a wonderful array of talent going across the stage of the Great Hall this afternoon, but you've been a bit muted in your enthusiasm, with a few obvious exceptions of our friends from Zimbabwe and Kenya. Now's your moment. There's a lot of pride, I'm sure, in all of you for your loved ones, so this is the time to let it out and really show them just how much we think of our graduates and how proud we are of what they've achieved. So a loud applause and make as much noise as you like, please. Thank you. I should have told you to do that during the ceremony, but then we'd be here for hours. Well, graduates, you've made it at last. Today in our Great Hall, you have graduated from one of the world's top 100 universities and one of the top dozen young universities. Young because UTS is yet to reach its 50th birthday. But the ceremony of graduation itself that we've just witnessed is one of the Western world's oldest. It dates back 800 years to the establishment of the first European universities in the 12th century. Then you would have been taking your exams in Latin. Your graduation cap and gown are adapted from the attire that was worn by the clerics who taught at those universities. Then you would have worn the gown day and night simply to keep warm in the unheated and damp corridors of Oxford or Bologna or Paris. Today, your graduation cap and gown are a symbol of achievement and recognition. So while you have them on, wear them with pride. Graduation is indeed a cherished tradition and a special rite of passage. And it should be, because graduation marks an important milestone in your lives. The word graduation comes from the Latin gradus, meaning step, and today you take a further significant step in your professional and personal development. We hope you have enjoyed the camaraderie of your student days. I'm sure you have. But we know that university study also requires a strong commitment to hard work and long hours. Inevitably, too, it involves sacrifices, whether they be immediate career opportunities, family and social life, or for many of you here today, the familiarity of your own country. And of course, let's not forget the unprecedented disruption of the COVID-19 pandemic. Your resilience, your commitment will be amply rewarded as you apply your skills and insights in your professional life. But today, the satisfaction of completing a high calibre degree is satisfaction and reward in itself. Enjoy that sense of satisfaction because you've earned it. For all the parents, partners and friends here today as well, this is an occasion of great pride. You have lived through the stresses the graduates have faced, and then you have given them your support and encouragement, and I am sure that they would want to acknowledge that. So, graduates, your last instruction before you leave this room. Could you please stand, face your family and friends and give them a rousing round of applause because they too have earned it. Thank you. The parents have it. The world that you as graduates are entering is a complex and challenging one, but an exciting one nonetheless. The workplace has become more flexible than ever before. Change is a constant. Digital disruption has become a powerful force. Artificial intelligence is developing at warp speed. Who had heard of ChatGPT when you started your studies? New industries based on global data platforms are reshaping the way we live, the way we work, the way we communicate. This is a world of opportunities for you, where you can test your newfound skills and insights with employers large or small, at home or abroad, or even create the organisations in which you will work. The energies that you have devoted to your studies can now be unleashed into this brave new world. Take the challenges on with confidence and enthusiasm, inspire your colleagues, and bring your talents into play. Your time at UTS will have prepared you well. Employers have a high regard for UTS graduates because of your ability to adapt and innovate, to work collaboratively with people of different backgrounds and viewpoints, and to cope with pressure and tight deadlines. The reputation of UTS graduates is second to none. You now join an outstanding group of UTS alumni, over 287,000 creative and innovative graduates making their mark in many walks of life. Reach out to this global network when you can. Many of the alumni can be helpful to you in your future careers. And please stay in touch with UTS. Your alumni office is your lifelong connection to UTS, so please keep them informed of and up to date on your movements. Of course, for many of you, your time as a student may not end today. This rapidly changing world will require you to refresh your existing knowledge and acquire new skills and knowledge again and again throughout your professional careers. Society is transforming to a lifetime of learning, and UTS is in the forefront of this transformation with new courses and programs online for ease of access that will enhance your skills throughout your professional career. We look forward to your continuing your learning journey with us in the years ahead and perhaps seeing you in this great hall again. Graduates, you are leaving here today as the pride of this university, as the flag bearers of the next generation of bright minds and responsible citizens. Yet your graduation comes at a time when humanity is facing profound global challenges and uncertainty. The erosion of public trust in major institutions, economic anxiety, climate change, the growing polarisation of societies, the tragic human tide of refugees, hunger and poverty, the horrors of war. As UTS graduates, you have a real responsibility when challenges confront you to use your talents wisely and do your best to help build a more prosperous, inclusive and sustainable society. To meet this responsibility, stay true to the values of trust, honesty and integrity as your guiding beacons and core values. How do you do this? Let me offer 3 simple pieces of advice. Firstly, choose your employer wisely. You are part of a new generation that is demanding higher ethical standards from organisation, a generation that believes it has an obligation to make society better and fairer rather than to leave it to others or to the future. Satisfy yourself that trust and a clear purpose of contributing value to society are part of the ethos of any organisation you join or create. Secondly, identify the values that are important to you and live them in the way you conduct yourself in the workplace and outside. Be authentic. Take personal accountability for your actions and be ready to be judged by them. Speak up. At times when you are not sure what to do, bring your own strong moral compass to bear on your decisions and do what you think is right. Do yourselves, your families and this university proud by maintaining the highest professional and ethical standards. The best advice I can give you finally is that you make your word your bond. There is no more powerful demonstration of your integrity than that you honour your word. Keep your promises and commitments, nothing more and nothing less. Steve Jobs, the co-founder of Apple, summed it up well when he said, and I quote, "Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. and most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become." Unquote. On that note, let me once again congratulate our new graduates on your success. Our best wishes and pride go with each and every one of you. Your degree will open up opportunities in all manner of ways, in any number of roles. Seize them in both hands and do well. Thank you. I now invite Ms Jackie Wise, Pro Vice-Chancellor Students, to introduce the occasional speaker.
Deputy Chancellor, before I introduce today's occasional speaker, I wish to add my own congratulations to our new graduates. I hope that, along with your hard-earned achievements, you head off today with lifelong friendships, with unquenchable curiosity, with the desire to create lasting positive change, the courage to challenge injustices, and the commitment to lead with compassion. I hope you possess grit and insight in equal measure and feel ready for life's unexpected detours, because life is unpredictable. I hope your UTS pilot light remains forever lit, always ready to reignite the flame of learning. And I hope you, like the many trailblazing alumni before you, use the knowledge and skills gained at UTS to set the world on fire. I now have the absolute honour of introducing today's occasional speaker, Anna Curtis. Anna is co-founder and deputy chair of Thrive Refugee Enterprises, a not-for-profit organisation helping refugees in Australia develop economic independence either by starting their own businesses or through gainful employment. Anna has more than 20 years' experience in general management and marketing roles in financial services and consumer products companies. Anna spent most of her executive career at American Express, where she held a number of senior positions, including Vice President, Area Manager in Asia. Anna has held executive positions at JP Morgan, Johnson & Johnson and Unilever, and was a consultant at McKinsey's. She has worked in the US, Asia and the UK, as well as Australia and New Zealand. Previously, Anna was a non-executive director with a diverse portfolio of boards, including IAG, Proforma Group Limited and Country Road Limited. She was also an adjunct professor with the UTS Business School. Anna has a Master of Business Administration from Harvard Business School and a Bachelor of Science Psychology with honours from the University of New South Wales. It gives me a great pleasure to invite Anna Curtis to deliver today's occasional address.
Thank you. Deputy Chancellor, I better wear my glasses, I think it's best. Dr. John Laker, Pro Vice-Chancellor Jackie Wise, Dean Professor Sarah Denise, staff, distinguished guests, graduates, family and friends. First and most importantly, I'd like to also congratulate all the graduates here today. I know it's taken a lot of hard work, lots of exams, lots of essays to reach this important milestone. I also want to acknowledge all the parents and wider family members here and your enormous support, your noisy support, and the sacrifices you've given. In many cases, I know parents have worked hard to give your children opportunities you never had. So congratulations to you all. Second, I'd like to say what a pleasure it is to be back at UTS. UTS was not my alma mater, but I was an adjunct professor and member of the Executive Council here at the Business School. My two stepchildren went to university here, and I even met my husband here. So UTS has a special place in my heart. As I thought about my remarks today, I reflected on speeches given by esteemed luminaries at my own graduations many, many years ago. But I could not remember a single thing. So if you can remember one message from my speech today, I will be very happy. As I was preparing this speech, I thought about messages that my young self would have benefited from all those years ago. And I came up with 3 key themes, which I'll expand on today. They are themes that I experienced personally or observed that resonated with me. I'm also going to draw upon some wise life lessons from 2 famous people, Steve Jobs again, and J.K. Rowling. My 3 key messages are, 1, don't just focus on your career, think holistically about your life. 2, be true to yourself. And 3, don't let failures defeat you. They can make you stronger. So let's start with the first message. Don't just focus on your career, think holistically about your life. Life is like a stool with 4 legs. Your career is an important leg, but it isn't everything. Relationships with family and friends are important. Health and well-being are important. Interests are important. As you look to your future, think about what is really important to you in life. What do you enjoy? At certain times, you may prioritize one aspect of your life more than others, but don't lose balance. I have a friend who had a spectacular career, and he reached the top of a major international corporation. However, his family suffered, and he now has poor relationships with his children. I also have friends who have not developed any interests in life outside work, and now don't know what to do as they face retirement. Personally, I prioritize my career probably to excess in the first 20 years after university, but now my family and interests are my main focus. J.K. Rowling, the author of Harry Potter, made some wise statements in a speech to Harvard graduates several years ago. She cautioned graduates not to define success purely by academic achievements, wealth, or status. Instead, she encouraged them to prioritize inner happiness and the well-being of others over society's expectations. This brings me to my next message: be true to yourself. And I will also quote Steve Jobs. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living somebody else's life. Sometimes those closest to us, like our parents or peers, encourage us down a certain path, and they're usually well-meaning, but that path isn't always right for us. You should aim to do in life what you love and you are good at. Often success will then follow. Let me give you some examples. Steve Jobs said he was lucky to find what he loved to do early in life. However, he didn't take the conventional route. He said you have to follow your heart even if it leads you off the well-worn path. J.K. Rowling always loved to write, but was encouraged by her parents to do something more practical. It was only later that she returned to her passion, wrote Harry Potter, and achieved great success. And then she used her financial success to pursue her other passion, philanthropy. I have a friend who was good with numbers but loved art. He became a successful banker, but then he used his wealth to collect art and support art institutions. Next, always remember that life throws curveballs, despite your best laid plans. It is inevitable that you will face challenges along the way. However, if you can deal with life's obstacles and failures, you'll build resilience and become stronger. And let me give you some more well-known examples. Steve Jobs was fired from Apple, and he was initially devastated when he was fired. He said that the only thing that kept him going was that he loved what he did. To quote him, "Your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do." As we all know, Steve Jobs returned to Apple and achieved even greater heights. J.K. Rowling is another example of someone who had to overcome extreme failure. At 28, she was a divorced single mother who'd been fired from her job. Her subsequent poverty forced her to face her greatest fears and ultimately liberated her to pursue her passion. Sometimes the challenges that we face are less dramatic, but happen to most of us. For women, and there are many women in this graduation pool, a real challenge is managing a career after having children. I have 3 close female friends who I met when I was studying at Harvard. All were very smart and talented. 2 of them stopped working after they had children for various reasons. They later found it difficult to resume their careers several years later and were a bit lost when the children left home. Another friend kept going. It wasn't easy. She and her husband had to pay a lot in childcare and domestic help, but she viewed it as an investment in her future, and it paid off. She became the CEO of a major Hollywood studio. The lesson for me is that often persistence and determination pays off. My CEO friend was no more talented than the others, but she was determined and she found a way to keep going. Someone once told me to assume nothing in life, and that resonated with me. I've seen wealthy families lose everything, and people who started with nothing achieve great success. Regardless of your current situation, work hard and take opportunities when they come your way. They may not come again, and always thank the people who helped you along the way. In conclusion, I hope some of my stories resonated with you. As you embark on your life out of university, remember to focus on your life, not just your career. Be true to yourself, and know that challenges and failure are part of life, but keep going. Let me end by saying, life is short and precious. Go for it, make the most of it, but make sure you enjoy the journey. I wish you all great success and happiness. Thank you.
Please join me in thanking our occasional speaker, Anna Curtis, for that, what I'm sure will be memorable address. The weight and worth of Anna's words, especially her 3 key points: think holistically about your life, be true to yourself, and live your life. And life will throw you curveballs, will stay with me and no doubt with you for some time to come. On that note, let me say congratulations once again. And as the Deputy Chancellor said, congratulations, best wishes, and the pride of the university go with each and every one of you.
Deputy Chancellor, guests and graduates, that occasional address concludes the formal proceedings of this ceremony. On behalf of the Deputy Chancellor, I invite you to join the official party for refreshments. These will be served in the Great Hall foyer and in the balcony room adjoining this hall. The photography, framing and memorabilia services are located on level 4, 1 floor below us. The academic procession is about to leave the Great Hall. As it does, I invite our new graduates to join the procession, which will end in the balcony room. Guests should please remain at their seats until the procession and all graduates have exited the Great Hall. Guests will then exit via the yellow doors as assisted by staff. Would the congregation please rise for the academic procession?